No, it isn't.
We interrupt this.
Come on, seriously, drop the corny intro. Like I said before, what's a Jeep trip without coffee? Frankly, what's any trip, day, without coffee? Yet, maybe Sevierville was a long way from Windrock to get a coffee, but it was worth it. And so is the massive Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And if you still have time, make your own knife at Uncle Hank's. So yes, back at Windrock to check out Trail 16.
Except it's Eat the Jeep Rutville. We are now below the bank. Holy cow!
We weren't very long into 16 when we ran into Jose, Jen, and Jace from Kicking It Outdoors. Thanks for the spots and companionship, guys.
Can we get out?
Seriously, this video does 16 no justice at all. Besides the deep ruts, which don't seem deep in the video, the decline is steep, the camber off, the drop's long, and the wall's high, and if you only have 10.5-inch wide tires with no spacers, well, I was driving hard into the wall to push the fenders away. Still lost a couple rivets, but it did the trick otherwise.
Put your fingers out there. That's like the ride at the park.
Keep your hands and feet inside the car.
The steering wheel is kind of useless.
There are most certainly segments on this trail where you don't even need to bother to steer. Just take your hands off the wheel, the ruts will carry you right along.
Once again, the steering wheel is useless.
16 had other great features on the trails, like this waterfall.
Is that a fossilized impression? It looks like it could be.
There were also some stunning overlooks. Many of these features are marked on the maps.
Go, hit it.
Chase is a really good spotter, though. He's the best I've ever seen. He can literally get anybody through anything, and he can get anybody off trail, even if something breaks. I've seen him do some crazy stuff on trail to get people off trail. Yeah, see what I was saying? Like right there, you almost need to go driver a little bit. This is the part where it's going to be extra funky.
He's turning it this way so he keeps his fingers off the wall.
Okay. And just kind of support him.
Yep.
Yep. Rubbing the whole way. Yep. Right.
No.
No, it's
way.
way too slick. Yeah. That's a good way to do it. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, you're doing great. Good. Little slide. Woo! Woo! It is a good picture. I'll take a picture in a second.
Again, thanks out to Kickin' It Off-Road for letting us hang out with them. From the aerial photo, it's not hard to see why this was an optimal location for a maximum security prison. But that wasn't its sole original function. There was a very sordid collaboration between coal mining and involuntary servitude as criminal punishment. Citizen miners, though, didn't appreciate competing with the less costly leased convicts, and initiated what became known as the Coal Creek War. Brushy Mountain Penitentiary was opened in the aftermath in 1896 with an awkward alliance to the coal industry. You know, I don't understand why they call facilities like Brushy and Eastern State and Pennsylvania penitentiaries, as they were essentially isolation wards and involuntary workforces with no presence of clergy or little effort to actually inspire penitence. In fact, I think the exceedingly harsh conditions made criminals harder. It wasn't until 1982 they built the Brushy Chapel. It's said there were over 1,000 inmates baptized there, even if some were likely foxhole conversions to impress as good behavior. Of course, now it seems prison's punishment pendulum has swung the other direction, and there's still little penitence inspired, except maybe by some outside groups like Good News Jail and Prison Ministry. Probably one of Brushy's most famous inmates was James Earl Ray, the confessed assassin of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Whether he did it or not is another story. Ray actually escaped once by using a ladder made of pieces of pipe. Had they not found him 2 days later, though, odds are he would have likely died in the rugged forest from starvation, exhaustion, or as bear food himself. With a 113-year legacy of incarcerating the worst of the country's population, there are lessons to be learned from both sides of the bars. Only 20 minutes from Windrock, make sure you include this on your trip.